You're not going to believe which ETF just took home ETF of the Year for 2024. All right, so ETF.com, a great ETF website to visit. They just came out with their yearly awards for ETFs. And this year, the biggest award that you can have is ETF of the Year. And no other than VOO, Vanguard's S&P 500, took that title and ran with it. Now, VOO was one of the 5 ETFs that was in the running. The other ETF that were nominated were IBIT, JAAA, NUKZ, NVDL, and of course, VOO. But earlier this year, VOO made headlines by overtaking the SPY to become the largest ETF in the world. The fund now holds nearly 600 billion in assets. As VOO's ascent speaks to one of the biggest and most enduring themes in the ETF world, the preference for low-cost funds. With an expense ratio of just 0.03%, VOO is one of the cheapest ways to get broad exposure to US stocks. Lastly here, stay with me now, it says just as importantly, the S&P 500 remains the dominant benchmark for US equities and the go-to index for long-term investors building wealth over decades. You know the name of this channel, Incremental Wealth, wealth built over decades, right? Okay, VOO is positioned squarely as the ETF of choice for that strategy. It is the default pick for countless individual investors, financial advisors, and anyone looking to keep things simple and effective. Shout out to the other ETFs that were nominated, but there's one ETF that dominates. That set it and forget it. That VOO, that S&P 500. Remember, this is not advice. I'm just sharing with you what I'm reading, what I'm learning. We're growing together, right? But I do like the S&P 500. Peace.